Assalamualaikum to Miss Norfaliza. So my name is Aina Sofia binti Al Jufri and my matrix number is F2016. So today I'm going to present a final report DPB 5063 Digital Entrepreneurship. Alright, so now I'm going to explain you about the company. So the name of the business is opkochi.co and it was established in Ipoh, Perak since August 2020. So company's name is actually based on honest name, which is me, OP, because people usually call me OP instead of Sophia. So I just name it as a opkochi.co. Alright, so it is located in 91 Persada Cempaka Sari 3, Taman Cempaka 31400 Ipoh, Perak. So the company's best known food products are almond clusters because it has been viral last year, I think, and also, but I name it as the almond chocolates. So the purpose of this business is to give the joy for the customers who love the chocolates and also the almonds. Alright, so now moving on to the next slide, we do have the objective and goals. Alright, so first, to strive to meet and exceed customers' expectation to ensure a sustainable business relationship. Of course, we do have sustain the business relationship between the supplier and also the customers to serve you the best, right? Alright, then we do have to provide the customer with the quality products to the best interest of customers. Next, to provide the best services and best quality products to the customers, of course. Last but not least, to give our customers the best quality customized chocolate. All right. Next, we do have vision and mission. So, vision of the company is to be the best supplier of almond chocolates in public, and the mission is to produce high quality product at competitive price using imported recipes to provide high satisfaction to the customers. All right, here's the organizational chart as you can see there. Okay, so here's the founder of the Natri. The Natri, she named it as her company or her product. So she is Datin Albita Beti Tahe. She's actually my founder and the headquarters. So I'm the agent because I took products from her and sell it to the customers. So I'm the agent and I am Annie Sofia binti Al Jufri. So we just work together to sell, to produce, to provide these almond chocolates. Next, we do have the location and facilities. As you can see, there's an OP Kochi HQ directions there. So let me explain you a sneak peek of the locations. So the business is actually located at number 91 Persada Cempaka Sari 3, Taman Cempaka 31400 Ipoh, Perak. So the location is strategic and ideal because of Ungku Orma Polytechnic students are majority lives in Taman Cempaka. So it is easy to get deal with customers and the business provided cash on delivery COD services, right? It's easy, right? Because the target is for teenagers who lives in Ipoh, Perak. Don't worry about for those who live far away from the business area located because services delivery by couriers such as CityLink, Postlaju, GDX and more is provided from every Monday till Sunday. It is also will have additional cost, of course, for the services. So, for example, RM8 ringgit to RM10 ringgit for West Malaysia and RM12 ringgit to RM14 ringgit for Sabah and Sarawak. Alright, next here's the product review. As you can see, there's my product there, almond chocolates, and I just decorated a little bit to make it more interesting and to attract the customers. And of course, we use the barrels chocolates. You know, it's quite famous and popular in here, Malaysia, and also the almonds. So here's the product review. And then let me give you a sneak peek of the almond milk chocolate. Of course, you want to know, right? So the product is made from almonds and chocolates from high quality product, of course, because we use the high premium chocolate. Okay, so the size of the packaging is 18 times 26 centimeter, and it has 25 pieces of almond chocolate in the packaging with weight 115 grams. So the product should keep in a room temperature and cannot be exposed to sunlight. Why? Of course, to keep the good quality of the taste and the textures of the product. And last but not least, customer may eat during leisure time, anywhere and anytime. So now let's moving on to the SWOT analysis. We do have strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So let's get into the strength first. So Opikochi.co is established, of course, and maintain a strong relationship with customers. That's one of the strengths. Then it is also free delivery for the first time buyer, and it is such an affordable price because we just targeted to the students and some of the teenagers, so we can't just simply put on the high price. Then of course it is 100% trusted and high quality food products and high product sales exposure. So of course when we do have strength, we do have weaknesses, right? So let's get into the weaknesses. It is costly. Why is it costly? Because we use a premium high chocolate, so it's a bit costly there. Then next, it is inaccessible to a larger consumer audience. Next, large population suffer from diabetes and cholesterol. Of course, that's one of the weaknesses of the chocolate because it's such a sweet candy and sweet chocolate. Of course, it might get from the diabetes and other disease. But to prevent that, we can just take a small amount, right? That's why we've decided to just put 25 pieces so it doesn't went overboard. Alright, next is the competitors can offer similar products quickly. Yes, that's one of our big weaknesses because they can just simply offer and provide a similar types or similar tastes, right? It's just they just changed with the packaging. All right, next is about the opportunities. Okay, let's talk about the packaging first. We do have a new generation of consumers appreciate high-end bottling and labeling. Of course, now we do have our own labeling, our own logo and bottling, the packaging, but then we can, if we are strong and established, we can develop more and more and more and try to hire another designer to make it more well designed. Then one of the product, yes, provide sugar-free candies. We're trying to get the product to provide a dark chocolate, so or chocolate with the sugar-free, like gluten-free, right? Other foods. So for chocolate, we put as a sugar-free. Then of course we want to expand into our countries. Of course, we would love to do that to make it worldwide business and ability to develop additional stores and for online sales, because right now we just use social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, website. So we're trying to develop our business to get to more next level, like international level, and we'll be providing for online sales such as Shopee, Lazada, something like that. So then moving on to the threats, it is fluctuation in prices of supplies may occur because economics change by time, day by day. So fluctuation may happen in economics. Prices may go ups and downs. Then new brands are entering, of course. Every year, new brands are coming and entering. So that's one of our threats to make our products, to make the customer stick to our products. Then, last but not least, existing brands are introducing new variants. Of course, they will do that. So we just need to stick and give our customer a healthy variance. So they will just stick and choose our product as their priority. Then, lastly, loss of competition. Of course, when we do have business, we do have a lot of competition who's trying to challenge us, who's trying to defeat us, trying to get more audience on them. So that's all for the SWOT analysis for Opikochi.co. So now let's move on to the financial part. So here's a statistics of sales by month. So this is a business profit and also a sales forecast. So For August, we just targeted as 200 sales, which is at 8%. Then for September, we targeted as 700 sales, which is at 26%. So this business has been going for 2 months. So of course, we just targeted more, which is at for October, 1,500 sales, which is at 57%. And last but not least, for November, we just targeted as 250 sales because I was getting involved in house burning tragedy at my house, and also due to this COVID-19, so we couldn't target it more. So we just stopped at the end, at the middle of the November, which is 250 sales, which is at 9%. All right. So next, this is actually a actual sales. So for August, Alhamdulillah, 300 sales, which is at 9%. Then for September, we got a 500 sales, which is 50% more than our targets. Then next in October, we struggled so hard to get sales on October because for August and September, we just give them to try out our products. Then October, many of our customers try repeat and they promote my products to their friends, families, and relatives. So Alhamdulillah, it's reached at the peak, which is 2,300 sales, which is at 69%. And last but not least, we got 400 sales for November, which is at 7%. So this is actually the actual sales. All right, so here's is the sales, the actual sales with the with its profits. So for August, 300 sales, but a little bit of loss because we started our business, right? Lost around 15 ringgit, something like that. So we don't have profits, never mind. So on September, we struggled so hard. So we reached up to from 300 sales to 500 sales, and we got 100 ringgit profit. Next October, we got 2,300 sales with the 460 ringgit profit. Then last but not least, for November, we got 400 sales with 80 ringgit profit. So total for sales is 3,500 sales, and for profit, for the actual sales for profit for 4 months, which is August, September, October, November, are 640 ringgit. Next, this is the sales and profit for sales forecast. So for August, as you can see, we targeted as 200 sales with 40 ringgit profit. Then for September, we target as 700 sales with 140 ringgit. For October, 1,500 sales with 300 ringgit profit. Last but not least, for November, 250 sales with 50 ringgit for profit. So for the total sales forecast for August, September, October, and November are 2,650 ringgit, and for the profit is 530 ringgit. Alright, so here's is the sales by week on August 2020. We started on week 4, which is 300 sales, and the profit is 60 ringgit. Next, so here's the sales on September 2020. So for week 1, we got 100 sales with the profit 20 ringgit. Then for week 2, we got 130 sales with 26 ringgit with the profit. Next on, for week 3, 170 sales with 34 ringgit. And last but not least, on week 4, we got 100 sales with 20 ringgit profit. Alright, as you can see on the bar graph, here's the sales by week on August 2020. So the pink color represents the sales and the blue color represents the profits. So on August 2020, we started on week 4. As we can see, we got 300 sales and 60 ringgit profit. Next, on the September, on week 1, we got 100 sales with 20 ringgit profit. On the week 2, we got 130 sales with the 26 profit. And on week 3, we got 170 sales with 34 ringgit profit. And last but not least, in week 4, we got 100 sales with 20 ringgit profit. That's for September 2020. Next, moving on to the October 2020, as you can see, in week 1, we got 400 sales with 80 ringgit profit. For week 2, 260 ringgit, 260 sales with 52 ringgit. On week 3, we got 300 sales with 60 ringgit profit. On week 4, we reached up at the peak with 800 sales with 160 ringgit. And last but not least, in week 5, we got 540 sales with the profit 108 ringgit. Last but not least, sales by week. On November 2020, in week 1, we got 280 sales with the 56 ringgit profit. And in week 2, we got 120 sales with 24 profit. So we just stopped in a week 2. And with that, I conclude my speech on this presentation. In a nutshell, I could see that business study is an international subject in this world. This subject is broadly, business study is actually covered a wide area of the specializations, and maybe we could be an entrepreneur and at least run our own small business. So by business study, I can actually continually grow and develop and learn something new and also manage my own business as well. With that, thank you very much for listening and Assalamualaikum.